Alright, let's talk Dragon Ball Super, man. Dragon Ball Super. So, I know everybody they took a huge shit on, the Goten and Trunks arc, right? Or, I should really call it the Trunks arc, because it was really about him. The Trunks Simpery arc. Alright, Super Saiyan Simp. The Super Saiyan Simp arc. I think I got it, yeah. Let's keep it simple. Super Simp Trunks Saga. That's the most simplistic way I could possibly name it. Super Simp Trunks. I like that. Anyway, there's multiple reasons that arc was shit. And I don't think copying the Great Saiyaman arc from Dragon Ball Z is one of the reasons. Because it was extremely different. It wasn't exactly the same as the Great Saiyaman arc at all. Great Saiyaman arc was just Gohan, you know, Videl. The storyline was just completely different. Like, the only similarities this arc has with the Great Saiyaman arc is the setting and the superhero theme, but it's extremely different. Alright, so it was a brand new story. I will give it that. So why is this arc hated? Let's talk about what it is, alright? It's filler. This arc is filler. I don't mean a non-canon type of filler. Like, this arc is canon, but it's literally filling a gap. This takes place in between the Granola the Survivor Saga and Dragon Ball Super Superhero. Two arcs that we finished, yes, in two different mediums, but the manga wanted to do Dragon Ball Super Superhero itself, which is fine. We sort of seen this coming already. But they wanted to give us a prequel arc. A prequel arc. Now, I want to say Dragon Ball fans are thirsty for the next big thing to happen, alright? And to know this wasn't the next big thing? Hello, first time chatter, I don't know what the fuck your name is. What is that? What is that? Alright, double L or LL? The double L sounds better. I'm gonna say double L if that's cool with you. Alright, double L. Anyway, your Dragon Ball Super's been taking a few L's. They want the next villain. This wasn't that. This wasn't a slice of life arc. This wasn't a slice of life arc per se, but it was sort of trending on that line. It wasn't a serious saga, you know? That's one thing. And the fact that we know what's going on next, we know it's Cell Max, we know though we saw the whole movie, and we gotta deal with this, doesn't really help, alright? We already know what's gonna happen next. And now we have to wait. We gotta waste months with this shit. That's another thing. The fact that this is lasting months. We gotta wait months. Just for more bullshit to happen that ultimately does not matter. At the end of the day, the Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie happened already. We already knew what was gonna happen. You're making us wait months. It doesn't make sense. I will say this. This arc could have been good if the circumstances were different. If the Dragon Ball Super Superhero movie never existed, if it didn't come out, this came out right after the Granola arc, and it wasn't monthly, it was weekly, meaning it would have been keeping up with people's attention spans more, you know? It would have been on people's attention spans more frequently, I should say. Let me word that better. The story would have been moving faster, you know? Because people don't want to wait months for shit. If this shit was weekly, I think this arc would have been good. If we didn't know Dragon Ball Super Superhero was coming after this arc, I think this arc would have been better. But because we knew Dragon Ball Super Superhero was coming, and we had to wait months just for this slow-ass, meaningless story to progress, that's what made it ass. And that's just the way things are, unfortunately. But we're past that arc now. The arc is done. They are readapting Dragon Ball Super Superhero. And let me tell you, I don't have an issue with them readapting it. It's what they did. It's what they did. So, obviously the manga's gonna take liberties to explain more shit, give us more details, but you guys remember the scene on the movie where Dr. Hedo leaves prison and is picked up by the Red Ribbon Army? And the Red Ribbon Army pretty much tries to recruit him so they could use his expertise to build androids. In the manga version, Krillin latched his ass onto the car, right? He was spying on them. Krillin heard the whole conversation. The police were already on the Red Ribbon Army's tail. Dr. Hedo's little bee bot, his little bee ant, his android bee, Hachimaru, it actually was attacking Krillin. Krillin fought Hachimaru. Now, here's a problem, okay? This bee is giving Krillin, right, a super warrior. He's a super warrior, right? It's giving Krillin the super warrior issues. What does Krillin... Alright, fine. It's the Red Ribbon Army robot, fine. But what does Krillin do? Instead of leaving the car and just slapping the bee out of existence, he pulls out his gun and he shoots the bee. He just shoots it. I wasn't mad at that. I was laughing. I thought it was funny, alright? Except for the fact that it didn't kill the bee. The bee was knocked out of commission though. It is a red ribbon bee, alright? So, the fact that that bullet didn't destroy the bee didn't bother me. It did knock out the bee though. The bee was out of commission from that bullet, alright? The bee was not moving for like a moment. So the bullet did something to the bee. It didn't destroy it, but it did something. Probably shook its circuits or some shit. But then the bee pulls up again. Right? And... bro! Tell me how Krillin fucking lost! Krillin! Someone who could easily, with one hand behind his bald ass back, destroy multiple planets if he so wanted to. Piccolo can destroy a wide array of planets with a finger if he wanted to. Alright, don't underestimate this kid, alright? Well, this bald man who just looks like a child still. This man could destroy multiple planets in an instant. This bee that is barely bulletproof beat his ass and he gave up pursuing the Red Ribbon Army. He gave up, he said, I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't. It's too strong. And then like, his police superior was like, Krillin, how could you? No, I'm saying Krillin, how could you? You, what? Oh no. Krillin would slap the Ginyu Force, alright? Krillin could slap the Ginyu Force. The Ginyu Force that bodied Namek Saga Vegeta. We already know how strong Saiyan Saga Vegeta was. They fucking humiliated Namek Saga Vegeta. Do you think Krillin's pistol is more powerful than Namek Saga Vegeta? Can that pistol take out the Ginyu Force? That fucking gun? Is that what you're telling me, Dragon Ball Super? No. Toyo Taro! Why are you doing this? Stop! Oh my god. This is worse. Oh my god, bro. The bullet scales higher than Krillin at this point. Yo, that bullet could blow up entire planets, bro. Oh god. You ask, why do they make the Dragon Ball Super manga different from the anime? So here's the deal, right? Toriyama is very loosely involved with Dragon Ball Super, okay? When the Dragon Ball Super manga started, it was just to promote the Dragon Ball Super anime, to make more people watch it. But after a while, he sort of kept going on with the manga. He wanted to keep going. But he thought it would be pretty boring if people just read the exact same thing. Like, what they watched on the anime, he thought it'd be boring if they just read it in the manga and it was exactly the same as the anime. There'd be no point. So he decided to make it different, and by doing that, he created a new continuity. Instead of Goku starting off in his Super Saiyan Blue form against Hit, he goes to Super Saiyan God in the manga, and then goes to Super Saiyan Blue instead of Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken doesn't appear in the manga until the Tournament of Power arc, and even then, it looks different. Like, he doesn't turn red at all. His Super Saiyan Blue aura just gets more ferocious. That's all. He doesn't change color or anything. So Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken in the manga really, it's underwhelming, but it does exist in the manga. Different continuity. I kind of like it though, you know? It gives us more variety. It makes it more fun. A lot of people are annoyed by it, but I kind of like it. I don't know. It's just like we have multiple stories, you know, different versions of Goku. Because Marvel and DC been doing the same thing for years, right? Well, all different writers. It's the same thing. Toei's doing one. So here's what happened. Toriyama's writing a script, right? Of key things that happened. He's not writing about how they happened. Just key things that happened. Toei takes the script, they do whatever they want. Toyotaro takes the script, he does whatever he wants. And right now, Toyotaro's taking the L. Because what the fuck was that with this Krillin getting beat by a bee? Saddest shit I've ever seen. But that's just the situation. I read that shit and I couldn't believe my eyes.